Hello? Hi? Why aren't you saying hi back? Okay, well, goodbye. Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Speak American with Anu. I am Anu, your dramatic linguist. Today we are going to talk about greetings. A greeting can be in the beginning of a message and the end of a message. It can be hello, hi, how are you? Or it can be goodbye or see you later. Today you're going to learn which greetings you can use in which situation. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I make easy, fun, short videos every Thursday about expressions, vocabulary, pronunciation, and culture in American English so that you can be more effective in your American English communication. Let's go. A greeting can be either very formal and polite, or it could be pretty informal and casual. Greetings are normally very, very important in many cultures in the world. But American culture is a melting pot where a lot of different people from many different backgrounds and cultures are coming to live in one place. So the answer is, it depends. Greetings might also depend on how old you are. You kids don't know how to be polite these days. In the 50s and 60s, and even earlier, greetings were important.
Eve Whitney, this is Lucy Ricardo.
How do you do?
Oh, how do you do, dear? This is Mrs. Mertz.
Hello.
How do you do?
Mrs. Hall.
Hi.
How do you do?
There's Ethel, Luann, and Eve.
But nowadays, greetings are not really required, no matter what age you are.
Hey, anybody know a good tailor?
You need some clothes altered?
No, I'm just looking for a man to draw on me with chalk.
The key is that American culture does not really have one rule for greeting. When I was studying abroad in France in college, I was so surprised when you came into the house, bonjour, you always had to say a greeting. When I left the house, I would have to say bonne journée or have a good day. You couldn't just leave. That was very rude. In Indian culture, you put your hands together and say namaste. And as I'm learning Korean right now, you bow, 안녕하세요, and that is really fixed and ingrained into Korean culture. Some parts of the US are stereotypically considered more or less formal. Let's take the example of the South, which is the area approximately from Texas to Georgia. People assume that people from the South are just more open, more polite. They greet their neighbors, they care about each other. The opposite is New York City, where people are so busy with their work and their lives that if you make eye contact with them and smile on the street, that is weird. I'm from California, and California is considered the most casual place. What's up, dude? You want to catch some waves? That's not what everybody is like in California, but that is the stereotype. Very, very casual. Not everybody greets each other. Not everybody smiles at each other. It kind of depends on what you're feeling in the moment. So you may be asking, well, what do I do in these situations? As a non-native speaker, you want to be more polite. It's better to start with a hello rather than a hey, because you don't necessarily know the relationship that you're entering into. If you say hey in American English, that's very informal. That's what you would use if you're calling a friend. Hey! But you don't want to say that to somebody you just met or your boss at work. Hey, boss! They may not like that. Usually, a handshake is something that people do. You can just have a simple hello or hi, how are you? That's still considered polite. And a third thing you can say is, good to see you again. You have to make sure, of course, that you know who that person is to say, good to see you again. How do you greet in your culture? Leave a comment below. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. In our next culture video, we'll talk about how to end a conversation and what to say in those small talk situations. Until next time, practice makes progress.